Turn on your notification bell. You will still get those information you are looking for. Thank you.
Stop suffering Nigerians with your Naira redesigning policy. Otherwise, the consequences will be enormous on you. Father Mbaka wants Buhari and the Central Bank of Nigeria. Now, the charismatic Catholic priest, Reverend Father Mbaka, has reacted to the current cash shortage. Not just shortage, but there's acute scarcity of the new Naira notes. And distribution, the acute shortage, the scarcity, acute scarcity. We have said it. There's no place you can find this note. This note is no place to be found, nowhere to be found. When you travel to the hinterlands, to the villages, you will pity the old women who have no access to modern facilities of internet banking. Yes, they don't have the facilities for internet banking. They don't have phones. They only have phones they used to make call with their sons and daughters abroad. And so they are suffering, they are passing through hell in the villages because they can't buy anything for themselves. They can't buy anything. You have seen how the country is. If it were to be in the old days, where the herdsmen will allow people to go to farm and do their farming, so those in the villages wouldn't mind because they will have food to eat. But this time around, you have seen the herdsmen are chasing people. The Buhari administration have allowed the Fulani terrorists, masquerading as herdsmen, to continue to destroy farms and farmland. The women will go to farm and cultivate. They will go there and chase them away. Kill them. Rape women. So, even in Benue State, that are supposed to be the food basket of the nation, they are lagging behind. They are lagging behind in that regard because they're all in IDP camps. So, if you go to the hinterlands, you will pity women. You pity people in this acute scarcity of the Naira note. Okay? And so Father Mbaka is reacting to it like many other Nigerians. And so he said, look, he was addressing his congregation and he expressed that both the president and the CBN governor, Godwin Emefiele, they must stop this. He said this is self-imposed wicked suffering on the people. So if they don't do that, if they don't stop it, he said they will suffer. So they have to stop it. The suffering Nigerians are passing through. Otherwise, they will bear the consequences. According to Mbaka, I quote him now. People will suffer to make money and still suffer to take their money, and there is still a country. Tomorrow you will say, Father Mbaka said, why do you force me to say something? I am giving both the president and the CBN governor a mandate from heaven. If they don't want to react immediately and stop this self-imposed wicked suffering on the people, they will suffer. What a rubbish. Why do you multiply misery? People are sleeping in the bank to get their money. In which country has it ever happened? People are now selling money, not dollars. It is easier now to get dollars than to get Naira. Parents cannot have money to buy foodstuff for their children. I don't know how many will be alive by the time the so-called new currency will come out. The new currency is not even good. The design very poor, the color separation rubbish, and everybody is talking election. Will dead men do the election? Men of God, you better open your mouths. I have come back from monastery to see my people in suffering, in agony. It is time to tell Pharaoh, let my people go. That's the statement of Father Mbaka. I just quoted now, directly. And so Mbaka is saying that this is self-imposed suffering on the people, and he has come back from monastery and he is saying, let my people go as he had found them in agony and anguish. They are sleeping in the banks just to get money they suffered to raise, to make. And so, what are we not talking about? These monies, are in the hands of the affluent, the politicians, the rich. That is it. It is in container, 40-feet containers in their houses. They have stored it. Government is aware, and they allow the citizens to suffer. What is happening in the contraption? Nigeria, which way? Is it the end of the road? Is this the end of the road? These monies are in their homes. They have stored it in their homes, and government is aware that they have the 40-feet containers in their homes for election, and they are crying. They are shouting. So Buhari said, Buhari is, trying to work for his own brother, Atiku Mbaka, because it has been alleged that the Kabas at the Rock, loyal to President Muhammadu Buhari, they are working for Atiku Mbaka, a Fulani man. All right? And the Miloko is there, sabotaging the efforts of the CBN. They said he has packed these new notes up to 40-feet container, 2 40-feet containers in his home, in his house, okay, to prosecute the election, because they know that if they are not doing any election, it is a charade. They want to monetize it because it has been monetized, not even now. And Miloko is not going to be the first to monetize it. They have monetized the election since 1999. The PDP, people deceiving people, monetized the election. Up until this, from then till now, it is election of money, the highest bidder. The citizens are not the people electing their candidates or their choices. No. It is the cabals who decide, who dictate. They use money to buy people over because they impoverish them. They weaponize hunger, so that during the election period, they will use the monies they have stolen, the people's resources, to entice them again and perpetuate themselves in power. So that's what they're doing. Mbaka is saying, stop this, because the consequences will be enormous on you, as the CBN governor who is orchestrating this, or the president of Nigeria who is giving directive to you, the CBN governor, to put Nigeria through this suffering, because you said you want to conduct a charade. A charade, that's all. That's what Nigerians are suffering. Mbaka is asking. Those who will vote, are they going to be alive or dead to vote? Because from what is happening, hunger will kill Nigerians before then. It's just barely 2 weeks. Nigerians will not, are they going to be alive to vote? Or they come out from the grave to vote? Nonsense. That's what the Mbaka is saying. This is nonsense. You want to kill the people because you want them to go and vote for you. You have a plan you want to orchestrate. You have a plan you want to achieve, and so because of that, people should go and people should die because you have a plan. What kind of plan is that? That you have a good plan. Nigeria should bear with you because of election. Kabas want to put the Fulani man back. So these are not a good time for the citizens of Nigeria at all. But this is supposed to be a lesson to them, adding to what they have learned all the while, to know that this is a contraption. There's no hope here. There's no hope at all. Both parties are selfish. Both the people who are saying, condemning the resigning of the new Naira notes, those who are condemning the redesigning of the currency, and those who are proposing, say, look, we're in support of it. Let it go on. Both politicians from both sides, all of them are evil. The cabals who are pushing for the money to be used, the new Naira to be used during the election so that the old one will be retired, they are evil. The politicians who are asking for extension up until June, like the House of Assembly or the National Assembly, the lower chamber, House of Representatives, the Speaker, Wajiba Miller, and his group, they have been asking the CBN, directing, even mandating, giving them order that they should extend the use of old notes up until June. All of them are wicked people. They are selfish. They don't have the interest of the masses. All these are not, for the interest of the masses, the citizens. No, it's for their own selfish interests. That's what we want you to understand, Nigerians. So don't see any of them as, this one is speaking on our behalf. No, both groups are selfish, wicked. They don't have the masses at heart. They